You all seen the telegram I banging off to Elizabeth too concerning the Ugandan recognition. The new Brit government always providing it still there at the time of going to press. The new body text stipulating that my recognition, depending on whether the new lot prepared to give the ministerial status to the Ulster Catholics, the Scottish nationalists, the Welsh nationalists, the independent penitents, plus express the unflagging support for the assorted African and Palestinian liberation movements. It looking like a reasonable package to me. It got all the earmarks of the far side of political thinking. First off, it getting me in damn good with the loony French shutting up the gap or the black commie trash who currently giving me a lot of lip out in the sticks concerning such items as the presidential income and the diamonds hanging on the presidential wives while the bulk or the populace falling back for the gum soup and harping a cupola insects falling in for the cuisine. Also, I sick and tired of the Frelimo rubbish coming in for Mozambique and trying to put the arm on me for the funds and making a lot of threatening noises if the requisite coughing up not taking place, plus where Gaddafi never off the phone and always reversing the charges, running off at the Yapa about how I promising him the training facilities and the hospitality for the WOG assassins in return for the famous Tereshnikov 9mm jobs he bringed in the Karabakh on the last visit. It constituting a red-hot bit of demolition diplomacy if I get in the Brits to recognize all the winning groups of madmen. It's saving me from the revolting fucking out, which is the name of the game. What I hear you saying, Britain getting out of, the way I seen it, the new PM, or AM as some people call him, on account of he unlikely to last past lunchtime, gonna go along with the Amin's proposals and playing into the willy hands, or use truly for the damn good reason that he gonna have to be on the constant lookout for this sort of legislation. He likely to get through parliament without the Pickford vans coming in and out of Downing Street like yo-yos. It no good hitting them with the getting out of the BBC or marking around with a notorious face on the tie or attempting to introduce the nationalist scene or bonking a weird tax on the populace. This only gonna end one way. In order to hold down the job and bring the fat wage bucket back to this million poet every Friday, he gonna have to keep the whole business ticking over with the small-scale bills what giving the members something to chew on and chat about. Plus which, if you taking the informed advice and stacking the cabinet with the balmy nuts and orangmen, etc., he gonna avoid trouble from the Jenkinses and the Short and all the rest of the junk, what looking for the chance for top guns and the chance to flag the memoirs when the time right. If you go the Rabbi Ian Paisley as the foreign secretary, and Sir Winnie Ewing as the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and a brace of Welsh bagger looking after defense and the Home Office, and what you giving him to argue about is the recognition of the PFLP, or the size of the members' bike shed, or items of similar pit, and Sigrelna the complete confidence, smoking the pipe and counting the staff as it coming in every payday. Ain't gonna make much difference to the way the country running either. The Whitehall and the city getting on with carving up the loot and the power. The two gonna carry on the same way irrespective of whether they get in Genghis Khan or the lovely Esther Williams in number 10. So the main thing as leaders gotta consider is how we staying up there where the freakers and the top notches. It called moderation, and I sure hoping leads to passing the message on.